Did you know the man behind Netflix once got rejected by his own professors and faced more setbacks than most people ever hear about? Yet, he still managed to turn a $40 late fee into a $200 billion empire. One that would change the way the world watches movies and TV forever. It's a story that proves sometimes the biggest revolutions start with the smallest annoyances. Netflix didn't start as a sleek streaming service with millions of subscribers. In fact, its beginnings were much humbler and a lot more uncertain. It began as a simple DVD rental website, born from Reed Hastings' frustration after Blockbuster charged him for a late return. That single moment of irritation planted the seed for a business idea that would eventually disrupt an entire industry. Imagine that. A simple annoyance sparking a revolution that would upend Hollywood and forever change how we consume entertainment. It's almost poetic, isn't it? Reed wasn't your classic tech wonder kid or a Silicon Valley prodigy. He was more of an ordinary guy with an extraordinary drive, someone who didn't fit the mold of a typical entrepreneur. In fact, he was rejected from MIT and dropped out of Stanford's PhD program. For most, that would be the end of the story. But for Reed, it was just the beginning. Instead of giving up, he teamed up with Mark Randolph, a fellow dreamer, and together they bet on a wild idea, mailing DVDs to people's homes. It sounded crazy at the time, but they believed in it. Back then, Blockbuster ruled the rental world. Their stores were everywhere, and their late fees were legendary. People doubted Netflix could survive. Early investors laughed them out of meetings, calling their idea impractical and risky. Nobody thought people would order movies online, let alone wait days for them to arrive in the mail. The world just wasn't ready. Or so everyone thought. But Reed and Mark believed in the power of convenience and patience. They knew that if they could make movie nights easier, people would eventually come around. Their first big move? No late fees. It was a bold promise that instantly set them apart from the competition. That alone made Netflix stand out. Customers loved the freedom, and soon, word of mouth began to spread like wildfire. Word spread, and the little startup started to grow. Friends told friends, and Netflix's customer base slowly but surely expanded. Then, in a bold move, Netflix tried to sell itself to Blockbuster for $50 million, hoping to join forces with the industry giant. Blockbuster declined, thinking online rentals were just a passing fad, not worth their time or investment. That moment stung, but instead of folding, Reed doubled down. He and his team worked even harder, determined to prove the doubters wrong. By 2007, Netflix pivoted again, launching streaming. This was a game changer, opening up a whole new world of possibilities for how people could access entertainment. The world was ready, even if no one saw it coming. Suddenly, movies and shows were just a click away, anytime, anywhere. From then on, Netflix became a verb. Let's Netflix became a phrase everyone knew. Today, their story is a masterclass in persistence, creativity, and the courage to challenge the status quo. From a quiet dropout with a grudge against late fees, to a streaming giant changing how we all watch TV, Reed Hastings' journey is proof that you don't need to be perfect to make a difference. So next time you hit play on your favorite show, remember, greatness can start with a simple problem, a bit of stubbornness, and the courage to keep going when everyone else says you're wrong. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe for more untold journeys of today's biggest entrepreneurs. Who knows? The next big idea could be yours.